I'm talking to Danny Angove, editor of online music magazine One on One Music. Could you tell me a little bit about One on One Music?
One on One is basically an online music magazine, and we just write about the music we like. We don't care about whether an artist like 10 fans or 10 million, but if we like them, we write about them. Because our readers might like them too.
Yeah. The magazine is a webzine, it's completely online. Do you think this is a sign of the direction the music industry is moving in?
That's interesting. I think that despite what a lot of people seem to be saying in both the music industry and the media as a whole, I do think there's always going to be a need or a want for print journalism as well as online stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest, I can see the internet and mobile in particular being sort of the go-to platform for news pieces and shorter features.
Yeah.
Where you can sort of just read them right on your lunch break or something.
Yeah.
But I can see print becoming the home of more in-depth stuff, long reviews and big feature pieces. So I do think there's room for both, for online stuff and webzines like One on One. It's still a popular option at the moment.
Yeah. What does your role at One on One Music involve?
Basically, I'm the editor, so I basically do a few interviews. I edit anything that we get sent by our writers and other editors to make sure it fits the style of the site. And I also think of ways to get people to look at One on One. So promotional things, social networking, just competition, that sort of thing.
Yeah. The magazine covers a wide range of musical genres. Is there any genre which is more likely to get featured?
I wouldn't say there are any set rules about it, but from what we tend to feature, the stuff we tend to feature has to have, well, doesn't have to have, but it tends to have catchy choruses, good production, and strong songwriting. But I wouldn't say there are any particular rules of what's likely to get featured. We don't tend to gratify towards featuring what's in or trendy.
Yeah.
We just say, basically, if we like a song, we'll try and write about it if we can.
Yeah. What genre is your personal favourite?
God, that's a hard one. It's changed recently, actually. I'd say I used to be more into the whole indie rock sort of thing. I used to listen to a lot of Oasis, Sabian, The Enemy, Libertines, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I still obviously loved and listened to that stuff, but nowadays I listen to more pop music.
Yeah.
So the new Taylor Swift album has been on repeat both inside my head and on my iPod.
Yeah.
Unfortunate sometimes, but I'm learning to live with it. So just anything I can sing along to at the top of my voice, basically.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
One on One Music uses Twitter to promote new features on the website. How important do you feel Twitter is to bands and artists in this day and age?
I would say that it's really important, and actually argue that Twitter is the single most important social media platform for artists, especially when they're emerging.
Yeah.
Artists like Lauren Aquilina have been signed and spotted partially off the back of having a large following on Twitter. Because obviously, if you're trending a lot on Twitter because of your fans, you're going to get noticed by someone eventually.
Yeah.
And it's also showed that a band doesn't necessarily have to have a record label to make a decent amount of money from touring and merch and record sales. If they got a decent following, they're partially built on by.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the music is the most important thing, but at the same time, a large Twitter following can do you a heck of a lot of good to getting noticed by promoters, labels, whoever you want to get noticed by.
Yeah. Linking back to that last question, with websites like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, it's easier than ever for people to get their name out there. Do you think this makes it harder, or do you think this makes it harder for bands to stand out from the crowd?
Yes and no, I suppose. I think that if a band's social media posts YouTube and obviously songs are of a great quality, they automatically stand out due to the sheer volume of content you've got online on those platforms. Obviously, like I said, the music is the most important thing. But I think that great social media, like I said, can really help to get a band noticed. But at the same time, if it's a social media post of a low quality, or if the YouTube videos aren't all the set style, that can somewhat hinder them. So I think a professional image is really helpful if you want to stand out, especially in that.
Yeah. There's a segment of the website called Introducing, which introduces new bands and artists to readers. Do you think it's sections like these in music magazines such as One on One which help musicians to get noticed by exposing them to a wider audience?
Yeah, I think so. I think that if a publication or a website can establish a pretty consistent and constant standard of bands for these sections, it can really benefit the artists to be featured in them.
Yeah.
It's readers know that if a band's featured in like the enemy radar section, they're probably going to be pretty good to know that that section only features bands of a certain quality.
Yeah.
I mean, any publicity is good publicity, but I do think these like introducing or whatever you want to call them sections can really benefit the bands. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a blossoming indie music scene in Birmingham at the moment, with the city producing bands such as Peace, Swim Deep, Jaws, and Superfood. Do you think bands and artists benefit from being associated with a music scene?
I think it can be a double-edged sword, to be honest with you. I fear if a band becomes pigeonholed into that scene, as opposed to being given their own chance to shine, it could not be such a good thing for them.
Yeah.
Say, like, as opposed to Peace being an amazing indie band, it's possible they could have been labelled as Peace, part of the Birmingham indie scene.
Yeah.
I would also say that it's possible that potential listeners and fans would base their opinions on all of the bands in the scene, on the output they've heard from one of them. So, say a guy hears Swim Deep and doesn't like them, that's fine, but he might assume that all the bands in that scene sound the same, and so they're never really given a chance to make their own impression. Yeah. However, on the other side of that, they can also benefit from the publicity they get of being featured in any articles about them, the buzz around Birmingham or the scene around Birmingham, because things like that are pretty popular in the music press. Yeah. So, I suppose it is a double-edged sword.
To finish off, who's your artist of 2014?
Blimey. I'm going to have to go for, I've already mentioned her, I'm going to have to go for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'd say she's undoubtedly the biggest pop star on the planet right now. And the fact that she's, well, not just this year, but over the years, she's gone from being the so-called queen of country to this global pop phenomenon. I think it's just strong songwriting, great production, just really come back, she knows how to write a catchy pop song, and Shake It Off still being in my head after goodness knows how long. It's evidence of that. So I'll go Taylor Swift. But honourable mention to Sam Smith, because he's amazing and he's sold out arenas everywhere.